Hey, how's everybody doing? Listen, I'm thank God I made it home safely from my flight on yesterday. Actually, it ended today because I got home around 2 a.m. But hey, listen, let's get right into this lesson. Again, my name is Curtis, and I love Sunday school. I love church, love everything about God, and I wanted to get into this lesson. The topic of the title of the lesson this week is called "Choosing Well," and it's continuing to come out of Galatians chapter 5 to be verses 16 through 26. And just to let you know, I like the R.H. Boyd books. They look like this. And, these are the ones that I've always taught from. I like the way they kind of go through. They give you freedom to read what they have, but also to, do your own research and your own study and everything to be able to share and think and, open up some different things. But anyway, hopefully you saw the last video. And if not, just jump into the scripture for yourself so you can get some of this good word. So Paul is talking to the church of Galatia, and he was, warning them in last week's lesson to be careful of people who try to steer them in different directions. Don't worry. The law is great, but the law's been fulfilled. Jesus is here, so you're following after Christ. So you don't have to worry about, following after all the different ritual things from the law. Back in the Moses times, I'll put it. So Paul encouraged the Galatian believers to walk with the Spirit because of the protection and guidance of this gift to humanity. So Paul's telling them, walk in the Spirit because this gives you protection and guidance. And that made me think of the Spirit as like a bodyguard, type of entity. A bodyguard is something that protects you, gives you guidance, says here, go there, keeps you away from danger. And it's good to remember, we have a choice. Paul's recognizing that we have a choice in what we do. That's how God is. God doesn't force us to do anything. We have a choice, but there's good choices and there's bad choices, just like anything. And the Spirit is kind of like a bodyguard to keep us from doing wrong. So it's good that we have a choice, but we have to make the right choice. So in other words, we can't let our flesh be our guide. And Paul is talking about our flesh. He identifies that our flesh is that sinful nature that we have. We always often say, and you hear it in church, that the flesh is weak, because the flesh refers to basically our desires and things that we want to do that aren't necessarily good things. If you think about it today, commercials and social media are things that we have out here. They're kind of like lures, like fish. How you catch fish, you throw the bait out there. It's to get you to do certain things. Whether it's food. We have different vices, things that we enjoy that we shouldn't do, naughty things, and then they try to even dress it up to where it sounds cute to be bad. Like, oh, you can do that. Nobody will know. I think there's even a term, I've used it before. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. Type of thing. But those are the things that are flesh things, and that's the things that we need to avoid when we're supposed to be living in the Spirit. So in the scripture, Paul lays out the fruit of the Spirit as opposed to the flesh things. I'll call it junk food, because if you think about fruit is good and healthy for you, then junk food would be the flesh things. That's me. I'm calling the fleshly things the junk food. So Paul lays that out. So looking at the first set of scriptures, I'm not going to read all of them. I'll let you do that on your own. Verses